Are you good at controlling your emotions? Do you find it easy to express your thoughts to others? These are core aspects of emotional maturity, defined by the American Psychological Association as having a high and appropriate level of emotional control and expression. Would you like to know if you have high emotional maturity? Perhaps you have recently seen the value of being emotionally mature, and you are now doing your best to improve on yourself. You might also be looking to surround yourself with people who have high emotional maturity and want to know how to identify them. Emotionally mature people are self-aware, flexible, and considerate of others. Do you know of someone who may exhibit these traits? Can you relate to these qualities? Let's talk about 6 more signs of high emotional maturity. Number 1. High empathy. Empathy is key to emotional maturity. If you are an emotionally mature person, then you may be compassionate and do your best to understand others' point of view. The definition of empathy. Are you sensitive to other people's feelings? Are you aware of how your words and actions affect others? If so, you display traits of empathy. According to psychotherapist and licensed social worker Tanya Lester, this is a key characteristic of emotional maturity. She emphasized that emotional maturity involves having empathy not only for others, but for yourself as well. This means that you also understand the importance of learning how to be patient and kind with yourself, even upon encountering failures and receiving constructive criticism. Number 2. High adaptability. As an emotionally mature person, you may also find it relatively easy to adjust to a wide variety of people, environments, and circumstances. A study published in the Indian Journal of Applied Research reported that adjustment was related to emotional maturity. Students who were more emotionally mature were also able to adjust to the demands of college life. This implies that another aspect of high emotional maturity is the ability to adjust to life changes and different situations. Hence, if you are emotionally mature, then you may also be highly adaptable. Number 3. Conflict and anger management. An emotionally mature person is patient in dealing with different types of people and situations. Psychologist and behavioral expert Dr. Lou Primavera and his colleague Dr. Rob Pascal explained that people with high emotional maturity don't impulsively take out their frustrations on others when they don't get their way. The people around them know that they would never intentionally cause them physical or emotional harm. It is natural to feel angry every now and then. Maturity lies in how you handle these feelings. If you are able to handle these problems with a level head, then you may have high emotional maturity. Number 4. Communication skills. When you have problems with schoolmates or workmates, do you discuss these calmly and politely with the people involved? If so, you have good communication skills. According to Dr. Primavera and Dr. Pascal, this is a marker of high emotional maturity. They wrote that communicating well is part of proper conflict resolution. This entails working through your issues with the people involved in them, instead of allowing these to escalate. If you are emotionally mature, you also stay away from using insults, abusive language, and a harsh or condescending tone. You want to make sure that whoever you're speaking to doesn't feel attacked. You also do your best to face your problems with others, instead of sweeping them under a rug. You are aware that avoiding the person or the issue will only allow negative feelings to build up inside you. You can recognize when it is time to confront someone, and you act upon it with caution and kindness. Number 5. Accountability. A person with high emotional maturity takes full responsibility for themselves and their actions. A study published in the peer-reviewed academic journal Violence and Victims reported that people who are emotionally immature may deny that they have said or done anything hurtful. In contrast to this, if you have high emotional maturity, then you do not simply toss blame around whenever things go awry. You don't immediately get defensive when someone brings up your part in a conflict, nor do you automatically deny that you've done something wrong without hearing the other person out. Instead, you listen to the other person's point of view. You sincerely reflect and then acknowledge when you've made a mistake. You also apologize for your wrongdoings and make up for them as needed. Number 6. Honesty. Are you honest with the people around you? Do you speak up and tell the truth even when it's difficult? According to the aforementioned psychotherapist Tanya Lester, to be emotionally mature is to tell the truth because you believe it's the right thing to do, even when you know that others might disagree. This can be as simple as being honest with a friend when they ask for your opinion, even when you know the truth will be hard for them to hear. Being honest in a kind, empathetic, and respectful way takes great emotional maturity. Emotional maturity also involves being honest with yourself and your own feelings, a practice that gives you peace of mind. This also allows you to be more vulnerable in important close relationships. You are able to show trusted loved ones your true self and clearly express your feelings and needs. This leads to more meaningful relationships that are grounded in trust. Are you able to show trusted loved ones your true self and clearly express your feelings and needs? Can you be vulnerable in close relationships? Emotional maturity involves being honest with yourself and your own feelings, a practice that can give you more peace of mind and lead to more meaningful relationships that are grounded in trust. Do you relate to these signs? If you don't quite see yourself in these signs just yet, just remember that the road to becoming more emotionally mature is a journey, and learning more about what it entails is an important step in the right direction. Remember that being kind and patient with yourself is part of growing and learning how to be a healthier, happier version of yourself.